Hi, good morning. My name is Ram Muscle. I'm the author of Show Smartly. Show Smartly is a small SaaS application for real estate agents. We connect to an agent's Gmail inbox to detect showing confirmation emails from providers like ShowingTime, extract property address and showing details, and automatically send a commission disclosure email to the buyer's agent. In this video, I'm going to show you how our app uses Google OAuth, exactly what Gmail data we access, what we store on our own servers, and how users can disconnect or delete their data. So here we're going to go ahead and sign in. So I'm going to sign in as the test user. Authentication is handled by Supabase Auth using Google OAuth for login only. Once I'm signed in, I'll land on the Show Smartly dashboard, which shows high-level status and whether email monitoring is enabled. So let's continue. This is the high-level dashboard. The user will need then to come into their settings, and they need to connect their email because their email is not currently connected. We've only logged in and authorized login. And then we'll need to enable email monitoring. So it's a two-step process. So we're going to reconnect our email. I'm going to select my user. I'm obviously not verified. This is what I'm hoping you can help with. We'll continue. So here's the consent screen for Show Smartly. So we're going to request basic identity scopes like OpenID, email, and profile. And then the two specific scopes that we're requesting are Gmail read-only and Gmail send. The read-only is so we can find confirmation emails, showing confirmation emails. And then send is so we can send a single commission email reply on behalf of the agent for that showing. We do not request Gmail modify or any broader Gmail permissions. We use Gmail read only, strictly to search for showing confirmation emails from specific senders with the subject containing showing confirmed and excluding canceled. We also restrict it to the sender domain ShowingTime.com. So you can see these scopes here, right? I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. As you can see here, I'm Gmail connected. I'll hit refresh. You can see now that my email is connected and monitoring is now enabled. I can disable monitoring if I want. That toggle is an automatic save. So now that it's off, it's disabled just now. Now that it's on, it's enabled just now. Okay, so email monitoring is enabled. So when the agent approves and gives consent to connect their email box, on the back end, what we're going to do is we're going to exchange the authorization code for an access token and a refresh token. We're going to store those encrypted in our Supabase PostgreSQL database using our encrypt sensitive data function. Tokens are never sent to the front end after that. Okay. So now that authorization is complete, Show Smartly knows that Gmail account is connected. The only thing we restore related to Gmail are the encrypted OAuth tokens, so we can call the Gmail API on behalf of the agent. And then, which I'll walk through here in a short demo, is we're going to extract metadata about the showing request, right? And that metadata is property address, showing date and time, and the buyer agent's email and name. We don't store the full Gmail mailbox, and we don't use Gmail data for advertising or resale. Everything is used solely to automate commission disclosures for showings. So let me run through this demo, and then I'm going to show you the backend database so you can see the logs and the information that we collect and persist. So I'm going to create a showing request. This is to simulate an email coming from ShowingTime to the seller's agent. Requesting a showing of a property. And that's just did it. So this is what was just sent to our showing agent, in this case me, saying, hey, I want to see this property Thursday the 11th at 2 to 2:30 p.m. And this is who the listing is presented by. This is fictionally someone on my team. and this is someone who's showing the property. This would be the buyer's agent. Okay. So now what I have to do is I'm going to invoke the scanning engine from Show Smartly that will scan the Gmail box and detect that showing request. It just detected that, it just did that scan for that property we just viewed. I created a property in my application here, and that property currently has 0 commission percentage because it wasn't detected in the email. So that's not what we're detecting in this specific run. So what the user then will do is they're going to reply for this specific address and give it a commission. We'll say 3, which the system will detect as 3%. Come back here, go back to our application, give it a second, refresh. We'll see that the commission has been updated to 3%. We'll come back in our dashboard, and now that we have a commission associated with that property, the system will automatically, but I'm going to force it, every 15 minutes the scan occurs. And then once the property has commission data, every 15 minutes the scan will occur and process back emails as well. So I'm going to invoke this now just so we can complete the demo. So I'm going to send that commission reply sent to the agent. I store this reply here in the platform for users to see. But what you'll see in the email then sent on behalf of the user is the commission details for Birch Avenue. So, dear test buyer agent, thank you for scheduling. This is a variable I pull. This is a variable I pull. Here's the commission percentage, right? Let's look at the Supabase database to see what I've stored and persisted. So here is the property. This was the email that we just processed. 1001 Birch Drive. Go back and verify that that's true. 1001 Birch Drive. Going back to Supabase. We persist showing date, showing time, showing agent, listing agent, commission. When we sent the reply, here's what our AI extracted from that email. When we created this, what was the source, a provider message ID, a property ID, when we requested commission, when we received commission. Here's the email ID of the commission request, because we use Mailgun to protect and sign our email requests for our webhook. The status is commission sent. And then we go to processed emails, and this is always stored for processed emails. The message ID, which is referenced in the email logs, who the provider and when it was processed. So what I've walked you through is how we represent processed emails inside the app. For each showing, we store a record in our email logs. We just walked through that, the Gmail message ID, the address and showing date time, the buyer agent's email, commission status. We don't store the raw email body anywhere in the application. We only extract details and then create the metadata and store that metadata in the application email logs, as you see. I've shown you the communications that it sends, the sample showing of Gmail back to the end user, and the showing confirmed, and I'll pull that up again here just so we're thorough. Here's what else the user can do in the application. I was reading some notes here, what else you may want to see. So the user has full control and agency over how they interact with my application. They can disconnect their email at any time. So they just hit disconnect here, and now email is disconnected and no further scans are possible because I've revoked that session. As you can see, email authentication is now expired. Please reconnect. Monitoring is grayed out and disabled. They can also delete their entire account. So once they delete this, all data about that user is removed from our systems. Their profile record, all stored tokens, all associated properties and email logs, everything is gone. Here in our privacy policy, we talk specifically about what we collect, the Gmail API usage, and how we use that. Our privacy policy is linked from the app, and the OAuth consent screen clearly states how we use Gmail data. We don't sell data. We don't use it for advertising, and what we store on our servers, which I've thoroughly covered. So quick checklist to go over and summarize. So ShowSmartly uses Google OAuth and the Gmail API only to detect real estate showing requests and confirmation emails from the provider ShowingTime. The Gmail read-only is constrained specifically to subject containing showing confirmed, excluding canceled in the subject, and restricted to the sender domain ShowingTime.com. We're trying to use the minimal necessary scopes. So it's only Gmail read-only, Gmail send for a single reply per showing. Everything is stored encrypted. Tokens are stored encrypted in our Supabase database with row-level security. So each agent only sees their own data and has access to their own data. We don't use Gmail data for advertising. We don't sell it, and our users can disconnect and delete their accounts and all of their data at any time. So thanks for reviewing this app. I hope this is thorough and complete enough to meet the verification requirements. Thanks.